Hey guys, it is Amy Esther here, and today I wanted to share with you the 7 ways that I have treated my small intestine bacterial overgrowth, or SIBO. Hey guys, it's Amy Esther here. I have lots of chronic illnesses, one of them being SIBO, a small intestine bacterial overgrowth. I have a methane dominant SIBO and it is very hard to treat. I assume if you're watching this, you probably have a methane dominant SIBO and you know that, so you're here to get some tips on some things that you can do. Now, just a disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I am not giving you medical advice. You need to make sure you talk to your doctor before you start any medical program. Is that what they always say? Anyway, I'm not a doctor. I am not giving you medical advice. I'm just sharing some of the things that I have done. And another disclaimer, I am still working on getting the exact perfect balance for my small intestine bacterial overgrowth. I still feel the pain every day and I'm still working on it, but these are some of the things I've done, and yeah. So let's get started. So the first thing that I tried to treat my small intestine bacterial overgrowth was the low FODMAP diet. I've been on a few diets. The low FODMAP one definitely made my symptoms feel better, but it did not take it away. It did not fix the SIBO. It just kind of helped with the symptoms. So whenever I'm having a flare-up or it's getting a lot worse, I will go back on that diet for a little bit and it seems to help clear some of those symptoms. So the low FODMAP diet is something that you probably will get recommended or you may have heard of. If not, maybe I'll do a video on it. If you are interested in that, let me know in the description below. Or you can just Google it. There's lots of information about the low FODMAP diet. I also tried a few other diets. I tried the SIBO paleo diet, which is basically low FODMAP plus paleo. And that's definitely where I had the least amount of symptoms, but I got retested after a few months of that, I think 5 months of that actually, and I was eating next to nothing. It was so miserable and my SIBO levels did not change. And so I ended up getting off of that diet. But I would say just a plain paleo diet is when kind of the best balance for me, where I don't feel so restricted, but I am able to get a little relief for my symptoms. So just a plain paleo diet is where I feel the best. I also have heard of some people doing keto and having success with that, but definitely try out the low FODMAP diet and the paleo diet if you are having severe SIBO symptoms. The second thing that I tried was herbals. So I don't even remember all the herbal supplements I took. I'll see if I can find a picture and I will post it right here if I can find it, and you can see all the herbal supplements I took. I took about 9, I think 3 times a day. So I was taking so many, and again, it didn't totally help. It definitely helped with symptoms a little bit, and I think maybe if I've done it longer, it might have helped a little bit better, but I ended up giving that up because it was very expensive. But that is definitely something that you could try if you have the money for it, is to try some herbals. Another thing that I tried was, I guess, also kind of an herbal thing, which was raw garlic. I ate raw garlic every morning for, I think, 2 weeks. And yes, I smelled terrible. I did not leave my house and my house smelled awful. Yeah, it was really bad. And unfortunately that didn't totally clear it up, but I definitely did see some relief while I was on the raw garlic. I just cut it up into little pieces and then I ate it almost like a pill every morning, and so that is something else you could try. The third thing that I tried was an antibiotic. So usually they'll give you rifaximin, is that how you say it? Xifaxan? There's 2 and I can't remember which one. I will Google it and I will put the name right here. But I did try multiple antibiotics and none of them seemed to give me any relief because I have a methane dominant. Another thing that they try when you have methane dominant is some other medications. So neomycin is one that they tried, and I did try that one with a round of Xifaxan, and unfortunately it did not work for me. But I know a lot of people who have methane dominant SIBO find a lot of relief from the neomycin mixed with the Xifaxan. So that is definitely something you could try. We also tried Miralax. They put me on Miralax just consistently for a few months to see if just getting things moving would help, and unfortunately that was not the help for me. But if you are having a SIBO that is caused by, this is gross, but your bowels not moving stuff through, it can cause a backup of SIBO, and so they thought maybe that was happening in me, and so we did try that. Unfortunately it did not work, but that is something over the counter you could totally try if you think that could be your problem. Another thing that I tried was a UBI treatment, an ultraviolet blood irradiation treatment, and that made me feel kind of terrible. But according to my naturopath doctor, he said that a lot of people do find a lot of relief from that. It just depends on the person. Again, with SIBO and with lots of chronic illnesses, it's not a one size fits all. So that's why I'm sharing this video, not because I have found the answer for me, but because I have tried a lot of different things that doctors and medical professionals have told me have helped other people in the past. So just because they haven't helped me, I'm just sharing them with you to hopefully find something that you could try if you haven't tried it yet. But the UBI treatments, they did make me feel really sick, but it was because I had POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, which I didn't know that I had at the time. And so it made me really sick because it's a blood treatment, and POTS causes some blood issues. Anyway, that's totally another story for another day. But it did not really work for me, but it is something you could try. The sixth thing that I tried for treating my SIBO was probiotics and prebiotics. Now, I tried a lot of different brands. I was prescribed some, I had some recommended to me. I tried lots of different ones, but I actually found that eating yogurt with probiotics, some like Greek yogurt, every day was actually the most helpful. So I get organic whole milk yogurt, and that actually seems to really help my stomach, help my digestion. I think it's just a little more natural. I don't know why it works better than the pills, but that is what I found worked the best for me. But I know there's lots of different probiotics that people have found success with. Align is one that my doctor recommended. It was super expensive. It did help me a little bit, but it wasn't that much more than just the yogurt. And so that's why I just stick with yogurt, because it's cheaper and it's part of my meal. So I'm gonna eat it anyways. And the last thing that I have tried to help heal my methane dominant SIBO is to treat my other conditions. So I have lots of chronic illnesses, like I said, and if you want to learn about them, you can head over to my channel. I have lots of videos about all my chronic illnesses. In fact, if you look at any of the pink videos under the playlist called My Story, I have just where I kind of explain each of my chronic illnesses. So you can go look there if you want to learn more. But I have been treating some of my other chronic illnesses, and I have noticed that it does help. So I actually think my POTS was caused by my SIBO, and so because they're kind of related, it does help when I treat one of them, it helps with the other. So I'm not going to go into the details of all the things I do to treat that, because that is another video for you. But treating my other chronic conditions definitely helps my SIBO. So those are the things that I have tried, some of them successful, some of them not successful. I mean, I wouldn't say any of them totally healed my SIBO. I'm definitely still feeling the effects of SIBO every day, but those are the things that I have tried, and I hope that something in there has been helpful for you. Please leave me a comment and let me know if you have any other ideas for me or anyone else watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you have all the videos about chronic illness and life and all the things. So I will see you next time. Thank you.